أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا في الدرس الرابع من سلسلة تعلم اللغة العربية. Hello everyone and welcome to the fourth lesson in this series of Arabic language learning. Today we will be speaking about the Arabic root system, that means جذور الكلمات. The key to understanding how Arabic grammar works is in its system of roots. Once you understand how roots work, you can start to identify which are the root letters of a word and understand the patterns they produce. You will then be able to form the different structures following the patterns and use your knowledge to pronounce words correctly and to guess the meaning of each word. We are talking here about the root, that is الجذور أو جذر الكلمة والتي لها علاقة بالوزن. So the root and patterns. معرفة الأوزان ومعرفة الجذور يساعد على فهم الكلمات وكيف نشتق كلمات جديدة من خلال الجذور. So based on the root letters, we can add more letters to derive new words. Let's compare these words in English and these in Arabic. We have necessary. So we notice that at the end, we have this ARY is added, okay, to show that it is an adjective. And unnecessary, we can notice that UN is added at the initial possession of the word to show that it is not necessary. So N here means not. Necessarily, we have this LY showing that it is an adverb. So adding this part to the root letters helps us derive new words. Okay, by adding UN, we derive another word different from necessary. The same thing for Arabic words. If we take, for example, kataba, it consists normally of ka, ta, and ba. That means letter ka, letter ta, and letter ba. Or the consonant ka, the consonant ta, the consonant ba. By the way, the majority of words in Arabic consist of 3 consonants, 3 root letters. There are exceptions, of course, but the majority consists of 3 consonants or 3 root letters. So this is an example, ka, ta, ba. These letters are considered root letters, and now we can add more letters at the initial position, medial position, or at the end to derive new words, as we are going to see very shortly. So kataba, kitab. Notice that we have added here this alif to derive a new word. So kataba means to write, the verb to write, but kitab, we derived a new word which is kitab, and that means the book. Now we are going to add mim in the initial position to derive another word which is maktab, and that means desk. And in general, these kind of letters that we add, they help us predict the meaning of new words. For example, knowing the meaning of this ma, it helps us with other words. For example, ma here stands for the place where, for example, maktab, place where you write, place where something happens, ma. We're going to see more examples. As in here we have ka, ta, ba, kaf, ta, and ba. These letters are considered the root letters of the word kataba. Now, as we can see here, ka, that is root letter number 1. And ta, the second letter or the second consonant, is considered as root letter 2, and ba is considered as root letter 3. The word kataba, so notice that ka, that corresponds to the same letter ka, and ta corresponds to the same letter ta, and ba corresponds to ba. But there is one more in this word, which is ma. That means the word that is added to the root letters. So the 3 which are appearing again and again in every word, those are root letters. But those which keep changing, as in ma, because we can replace it with something different from ma, that is considered like a prefix that we add to the word or to the root letters to derive a new word. Notice here that we have kataba, that means, that is pronounced kataba, and that means he wrote, the verb to write. We derive from it maktab, it's pronounced maktab or maktaba. Now with maktaba we need ta marbota, so maktab. Maktab here, you see this letter in red that is added to the root letters, and that means desk. Or it may mean also office, like place where you work, place where you write. Darasa, another verb, darasa, which means to study. Darasa, it consists of 3 consonants, 3 root letters, dal, ra, and sin. Now, to derive a new word, we need to add something to these root letters. Like in here, madrasa, we just mentioned that this meme stands for the place where something happens. So, madrasa, that means the place where you study, because darasa means study. You add ma in the beginning, in the initial position, that means the place where you study, and that means school. So, madrasa, and we also add this ta marbota at the end to indicate that the word madrasa is feminine. So we know that from ta marbota. We have here m or ma can be considered like a prefix, and ta marbota like a suffix. La'iba, another verb, la'iba. Notice how we represent this sound ain, la'iba. Here, la'iba, which means he played. He studied, he wrote, he played. La'iba, that is the verb to play in the past. So, again, mal'ab, to derive a new word from the root letters, we add this meme in the beginning, and that stands again for the place where. The place where you play. That means like a playground, stadium, any place where you play. So mal'ab, it's pronounced mal'ab. Shukran and thank you.